These days, riding doesn't start with your dad or uncle teaching you how to ride a bike. It starts on social media. You open YouTube or Instagram and you can see many kind of riders, some calm, some skilled, some worth learning from. But very often what stands out the most is speed, big bikes and aggressive riding. Not just on roads but also in the comment section. And if you're a new rider, this slowly becomes your reference point. Not your dad, not your uncle, not the real world experience, but an algorithm teaching people how to ride. So this video is not about speed, mods or CC. This video is about how to become a better rider, both online and offline. The biggest mistake we often see are not skill related, but they are ego riding, constant comparison, and this silent need to prove something. Prove that you're faster, prove that your bike is bigger, and prove that you're better than someone else. This mindset slowly kills your love for riding, even if you don't realize it immediately. Are you loving bikes or loving attention? Nowadays, a lot of people want attention through bikes, bigger CC, louder exhaust, and more mods. And slowly, without knowing, you stop building your personality and starts building a bike that others would like. This affects your riding and also it affects your love for the bikes. You're not passionate about bikes anymore. You are passionate about the attention that it gives. And wanting attention is not a bad thing because that is one of the reasons why I bought my bike. But it is not the primary reason why I bought my bike. I don't want to impress someone on Instagram with a bigger CC bike. I want a bike that reflects my personality, my taste, and the way I ride. So take time and ask yourself, who are you as a rider? Social media is deciding too much. Which bike you should buy, where to go for your first road trip, how you should ride. And that's fine. Time changes and we evolve. As long as you're taking a conscious decision, it's okay. But along this, a very toxic culture is going. Negative comments, bashing people, comparing bikes, looking down on someone based on what they ride. At some point, it's not even about riding anymore. It's about how you treat people, how you value machines more than an actual person. So, what can we actually do to become a better person or a better rider? Treat people nicely. Yeah, unfortunately, these days it is very rare, and go be a trendsetter by treating people nicely. Instead of leaving a hate comment, either skip a video or give a genuine and warm advice. Bring positivity to the world that you're living in, not just online but also on the road. Treat fellow riders with love and respect, no hate and no comparison at all. Stop comparing bikes. I've lost count on how many reels I've seen where people fight saying that my bike is better than yours, your bike is trash, etc. etc. This is not passion. Passion for bikes doesn't stop at CC or horsepower. It's about loving to ride, not loving your bike and hating others. Don't blindly copy mods, exhaust, air filters, spark plugs. Just because you saw a reel doesn't mean you have to do it. Learn about it, understand how it actually affects or improve your riding, and ask yourself, do I really need this mod? You don't have to apply everything that you see. You can just learn about it and let it rest in your mind. Road rages. Someone cuts you off, someone honks, someone abuses, and suddenly it hurts your ego and it becomes personal. I felt that anger too. I'm not saying that I'm a monk, but any high emotion, whether it is anger, excitement, or fear, it blurs your vision. Your heart races. You can't think rationally anymore, no matter how skillful you are, which is very, very dangerous on road. Any action that you take in this high state will affect you a lot, most of the times in a negative way. There were a lot of moments during my rides where I could have reacted, I could have argued, I could have chased, but every time I didn't, nothing bad happened. And every time I wanted to react, I realized later how unnecessary it is. Most of the people on road are not trying to hurt you. They are distracted, tired, or just careless. So this is how I look at road rage now. If someone abuses you, let it go. If someone rides like a maniac, keep distance. If someone wants to fight, leave. You don't win road rage situations, you only survive them. A stranger on road doesn't deserve a proof that you're strong. Anyone can twist the throttle, but not everyone can control their emotions. Be the one. And now I want to talk about something very real. Don't fall into EMI traps. I'll tell you a small story. When I went to buy my bike, two guys, I guess friends, came to the showroom to buy a bike. They had no idea on which bike they wanted. Is the biggest red flag, by the way. And after a few minutes, they fixed on Gorilla 450, and the guy asked only two questions. What is the least amount of down payment that I can pay? What is the highest EMI tenure? And the dealer said 50,000 is the least down payment, and 4 to 5 years is the highest tenure. That's insane. Please don't buy something that you can't afford. Not just a bike, anything. With long EMI structures, every ride reminds you of your loan. Something that should feel like a freedom slowly becomes a burden. For example, my bike was 2.8 lakhs and I paid 1.8 lakhs as down payment and rest of the money into 1 year EMI. Choose your down payment and tenure based on your income and mindset. No hard rules. Just don't make your bike as a stress. Take some time, save some more money, and then take a step. Ride defensive, not aggressive. Riding defensive doesn't mean you're scared, it means riding smart. Assume people will make mistakes, even I did in my recent road trip. After I came back home, I went through all the clips and figured out what mistakes I've made, and I'm working on it to improve. Leave space, read traffic. The road doesn't reward aggression, it rewards awareness. Calm riders survive longer. Wear gear that you'll actually use. Gear is not about looking like a rider. Gear is about function and protection. Wear something you'll actually wear every day. Something that protects you without killing comfort and your personality. What is the point of buying the most protective gear on the earth and not wearing it? I don't ride to look like I'm going to Ladakh. I ride to come back home safely. Learn riding skills slowly. You don't need talent to be a good rider. Nobody is perfect the minute they hop on the bike. Learn engine braking, cornering, slow speed control, lane discipline, traffic rules. Riding fast without control is not a skill, it's just luck. Don't ride for social media. When I started riding mainly to create content, it felt little vague and inorganic. I didn't really enjoy the ride the way I usually do. I've done quite a few rides recently just for the sake of content. And during the ride and later, when I came back home, sat down to edit or watch those clips, it didn't feel real to me. So I deleted them and I was okay with it. Not every ride meant to be shared. Some rides meant to be lived. Social media is a great tool, but it can slowly start deciding how you ride, where you go, and what to buy if you're not careful. That's when you start spending more time, more money and energy trying to create something instead of actually enjoying it. Ride in a way that feels honest to you. Ride in a way you'd still enjoy even if the camera was off. That's why you can see a very few amount of clips in my recent road trips, and also it is mostly voiceovers because I don't like to talk when I'm riding, and there would be no thoughts in my mind to create content or to record something. That's why I missed a lot of great clips also. Let people recognize you for who you are, not just for the rides you post or the clips you upload. Nowadays, being a rider is not about speed. It's about mindset. It's about behavior. It's about how you treat people online and offline. Ride what reflects you. Ride within your limits and stay human. Because at the end of the day, the best ride is the one that brings you back home. So yeah, that's it for today. Please let me know if you have any other points that you want to make, any thoughts that you want to share in the comments. I would love to read. I would love to know more about you. Bye bye. See you in the next video. Have great and safe rides.